world. Here we are. Here we are. I just walked through a very crazy snowstorm. Oh man, yeah, the weather, just not so bad. So hold on, I have to take off my socks. Oh, we need some freedom toes right now. Yeah, the winds of hell, I believe it was up to 90 kilometer an hour winds. Yeah, she is breezy. And then the snow, it was raining all day. Now we're back to snowstorms. Oh, like a true Canadian, I don't love Tim Hortons, but it's the only thing open right now in a reasonable radius in these terrible conditions. Here we are. Okay. Oh, as I was walking through the snowstorm though, I was reminded by Spirit of the one time I built a snowstorm in a real nor'easter storm when I was living out in Maine. Yeah, I built a snow fort, and then I kind of got a little bit of hypothermia. Basically, it was to kiss this woman. Anyway, we didn't kiss that night, but we did start kissing shortly thereafter. But I feel like, yeah, I'm picking up on someone who would walk through a snowstorm to come see you, or to like bring you a coffee. I don't know. There's something cute. We'll see. Again, the cards have been just outrageous the last few readings. Just, we don't know where it's going to go. It's beautiful. There's some hard things. I don't know. We'll see. But I did really pick up on someone very romantic. Yeah, can we just bring romance back in 2026? Oh, yeah, like real romance. Yeah. Sorry, I just started to look at the candle and think about like romantic things that I've planned in my life that I've either executed or haven't executed yet. I just love romance. I do. Okay. Well, ooh, speaking of Maine, so I was in Maine doing my boat building apprenticeship, and there was a church that there was like a day of the week that if you went to, all of the really rich people would just donate stuff, as well as regular people, as seen by this hoodie. But if you showed up with any size bag, you could stuff it with whatever you wanted, and it was free. Or it was like something like $2, like something outrageous. Anyway, I believe this is probably like, I don't know, an 11-year-old's sweatshirt. It fits me just perfectly. I've had it now 10 or 11 years, and actually, the woman who I built that snow fort for to kiss, we kept in touch for a bit, and she would razz me for keeping this ratty old, because it's getting ratty and old, but I just love it. I'm actually gonna sew it tonight. I'm gonna start patching it up. I just love it. I'll never throw it away. Who knows, maybe my son will want to keep it. I don't know. Why do we want to throw stuff out that is sentimental? I very rarely keep anything. I don't know. Is there something here? Is there something that someone is also trying to get you to get rid of? And you're like, hell no. Yeah. Okay. Maybe some of you are from Maine. I love Maine. I had a great time. Yeah. And those nor'easters. Oh, I do. This Canadian loves a good snowstorm. Epic out there. Okay, well, I'm feeling a smoochy story. Someone in the crowd is feeling some love. I can just feel it. I'm just trying to debate what deck do we want to start with. Let me have a sip of coffee about it. Okay. Well, we'll go with this deck. We'll start off with this. Can't hurt. Okay, but also, I'm gonna just, I feel like I'm feeling someone. So I'm gonna tune in a little bit. I'm gonna shuff, get a little bit shuffy here. I'm gonna catch a vibe. And for those of you who live in countries where there's not snowstorms, maybe you have a good monsoon season. It's someone who's willing to go through grotesque weather to come see you, or to bring you a gift or something. Making the effort. Love to see it. Okay, also let's call in those crowd favorites. God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, archangels, all ascended masters, all of my benevolent ancestors. Anyone that you're working and praying with, so long as it's not Debbie Devil, because no one needs that shit right now, I can tell you. Okay. Well, if I think about who I built that snow fort for, they were an Aries dragon. They were the one I wrote that song for a long time ago. Anyway, that song made it. And one of the lines is about, yeah, you're the kind of girl. Oh God, I can't even remember now. Anyways, okay, so we have an Aries dragon. Maybe you're an Aries dragon. Maybe you like to ride motorcycles. She loved to ride motorcycles. In fact, she took me for a ride on her motorcycle. I'm telling you, guys, oh, go get a lady who rides a motorcycle and just get on the back and hold on for dear life. It's the best. Yeah, we used to go do crossword puzzles. Yeah, there's something here about sweetness, romance. Oh, I think we could all use a little romance. Am I right or am I right? Okay, let's have a sip of coffee about it. Sorry, folks, I gotta make up for last time. Definitely undercaffeinated. Okay, so let's shuffle. Who are we picking up on? Who is the romancer? The lover in the crowd? Now, is this you or is someone coming towards you? What's going on? Hold on. Well, Grandma, you know what to do. Get in here, stat. I'm feeling a love story. Help me tune in. What's 2 cards? Oh, look at this. The Ace of Swords to the Empress. Someone holds the key to your heart. Yeah, this person holds the key. And see, all that talk about Maine and like also like nor'easters, like this is giving ocean vibes. Yeah, this little seashell hat. Oh, what's the other name for it? You know, my cat does this with her paws. It's so dignified. She's always doing that with her paws. But yeah, someone here wants to tell you, I believe, who's who here? I don't know. You guys will just have to figure out who's who here. But someone here, well, I'm just gonna pretend. Wait, which way do we want to go with this? Sometimes it's just easier if I just lock into a direction. Speaking of crushes, ooh, it's always good to have a crush. Okay, crushes, snowstorms. Oh, also like a snowy kiss. I'm telling you, I'm so sad for anyone that does not live in a snowy climate. Little known fact, winter romance, because also it's about hibernation. It's about getting thick, you know? Eating, sleeping, hunkering down, staying warm in all the ways, you know? Okay, yeah, I'm really feeling someone here. Okay. Well, some of you could live near the mountains. I did hear the West Coast. That could be the West Coast of any of your countries. New Zealand, I know you're on the list these days. You have a great mountain range. I'm trying to think. Well, anyway, there's lots of mountains in the world. But I feel like whoever wants to speak their truth lives by mountains. And whoever lives by mountains, they're going after the Empress. So whoever the Empress is, collective, is this you or is this the person that you adore? Okay, so next card, Grandmama in this love story. Ooh, the Nine of Cups. She's got her little fan here. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's getting hot here, so take off all your clothes. It's just like that song. Ooh, someone is wish fulfillment. Someone's feeling themselves, and someone is also seeing this and also feeling it. Yeah, there's like a blooming here. An opening. Like an opening in terms of like saying yes to good feelings. Because here's something that we do forget about. The world right now is completely nuts babazzo. People are literally hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Even for some of us who don't have it insanely crazy by some of life standards right now, it is still fucking hard. And also with technology, like every grotesque thing that no human should ever have to endure, let alone witness in real time because of technology, like it's real. So, and then if you add real things like divorce, breakups, separations, walking away from family members, like we even know scientifically it's easier for the brain to look for negative things than positive things. So then when you actually kind of have a real amount of kind of hard things, sometimes it's actually way harder to get excited about good feelings. It's way more of a risk to be open. So this is why, like, this opening, this blossoming of a flower, and it can be sexual as well, but it's just like these flower petals are so soft, they're so delicate, you know, to be that open. And also because people love to get their little fingers into flowers, right? And you know, people pick flowers, and so just by being your authentic self and being as open as possible to great things, it just leaves you really vulnerable, right? To get picked, to get ruffled. So I love seeing actually all of these flowers. And I've said it before, but I've said it again, like roughly collar, but like look at this outfit. This whole like leather armor work, tight business, like perfectly stitched to her body. The detail on this card is incredible. That is an outfit to write home about. And then this roughly collar with like the flower hat and then this like candlestick wand or fan rather. I'm like, it's a vibe. Okay, so what's going underneath the Ace of Swords? Because I feel like this is a particular person. Well, let me focus. Who is this Ace of Swords? Or what is going underneath the Ace of Swords? But I do feel like it's a person. The Queen of Pentacles. And they're the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. I'm going to go down this way. Oh, everything is just different the last few readings. Okay, wasn't focused, but I do want to pull this card for Ninth Empress. Okay, Temperance. And see, Temperance is going underneath the Empress. But you see what I mean? It's kind of like opening of the umbrella. Everything is so soft and delicate and beautiful. But actually, both, there is kind of like a melancholy. Yeah, there's something here about feeling good feelings. Okay, so what's going underneath Temperance? Oh, I am seeing Lady Justice. You know, I love her. That's my crush. Okay. Who is going underneath the Empress? The Star. Okay, so whoever this Empress is, collective, this could be you. Someone's about to approach you, or you're the person who's got your eyes locked in on an Empress. Empress could be man, woman, person, no gender. It's just their vibe. Speaking of vibe, what the hell is this in my hand? What the hell? Is that donut, or did I get all messed up? Hold on. Sorry. Sometimes again with the ice cream and the treats. Oh, I think that's an ouchie. Okay. Well, whoever the Ace of Swords person is, the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles are facing, like, past facing. So, up until recently, it's almost like they couldn't face you. Because the Ace of Swords, their body is future facing, but they're like, it's like a side pose, but like looking at me directly with the key, the truth. Okay, hold on. Let me get the last two cards for underneath the Nine of Cups, but all of this to say is that whoever Ace of Swords person is, the Queen of Penties, I'm just going to say, I'm going to say you're the Ace of Swords, to be honest. You don't have to be. Again, flip it. But I feel as though you're the one who would walk through a blizzard. Yeah, you want to speak this truth. But for some reason, well, you do show up as the Pentacles. You're already getting a little bit slower moving. No shade, but just facts. Ow. God damn. Like, did I get a chemical burn? My Chemical Romance. I never listened to that band, but that just shut out. Is that a band for someone here? Okay. Yeah, you couldn't face this person. And they let, I don't know. I feel like there's like a letting go. Oh, so the two of you have this like kind of, again, an interaction. I never know who I'm reading for, guys. It's so hard when it's a general. But it always seems to be right now that whoever you're crushing on, it is someone that knows of you, at minimum. Holy moly. Like the university emailed me, like everyone is messaging me right now. Interesting. Okay. I'm off hours, folks. It's candle time. It's tarot time. It's coffee time. Okay. But what I was saying is, yeah, there was like, you couldn't face them yet. Okay, so that's what I heard. That came out really strong. Yeah, you couldn't face them yet. So you always intended to, but I think there was just like a huge gap of time. Yeah, they're showing me the mountain ranges. Oh, so like the distance between you felt like mountain ranges. Anyway, well, that's why everyone here in this pile, the Empress and this person, looks a little bit sad. Oh, did they wait for you? Are we going back to this energy of like, I think, didn't that come through? And either way, but there feels like to be like they got excited. I think that they felt a vibe. I don't think you guys discussed it. I think it was just like, you know, sometimes when you're not sure if someone likes you, but then there's times where you like 100% know there's a vibe. And you're like waiting for the opportunity to kind of either have a conversation or hang out or something. Oh, I feel like this person, oh, they open to you. And that's why then this gets closed. See, they open to you. They were open to you. They got all gussied up. They got soft. They got gentle. They allowed their little flower to like unfold to you. And then you couldn't face them. Oh, and then see, it got closed and then they let it go. Oh dear. Oh, these kinds of stories. Oh boy. And see, that's kind of, well, no, the Empress is facing me direct, but her body is kind of pointed towards the past. Same with Temperance. Her body is like facing me, but there is kind of like this slight tilt. Okay. This is future facing. I feel like oh yeah, see, they got excited. That's why it's a risk. It's vulnerable. Just for reasons just like this. Oh, I could just cry. Oh, because they're internalizing it a little bit. And they're wondering like, what? Oh. But the thing is, I don't feel like, it's more like you just couldn't face them for some reason. Yeah, the chemical burn. Why do I have a chemical burn? What's My Chemical Romance? I wish I knew more about that band. Okay, hold on. Let's get the last two cards here. Okay, so what's going underneath the Nine of Cups? The King of Swords. This is the one where I feel like she's at her rope's end. Oh, just like I said, I was going to fix and sew my hoodie tonight. Yeah, I feel like this person has been mending because we see the star, but they're at their rope's end. I think I'm just, again, of terrible feelings because she looks like her dogs are barking. She's tired. Yeah, a lot of people on this table right now look tired. But they're stitching, even though they're at their rope's end, even though they look tired, there's still this ability to create something delicate and beautiful for all to see. So again, just not for her pleasure, but for everyone to enjoy. And to still be like, well, even if this person, even if I don't have anyone to dress up for, even though this person maybe stood me up on a date or something, I'm going to take myself out. Oh, it's one of those heartbreaking, like, oh, you know the ones that gives you all the feels where you're just like, oh, for fuck. Uh-oh. Collective. For some of you, it's 50-50 feels. So for some of you, you turned your back, but you have your own reasons. We're going to get into that. But this is what was going on for this person. Oh, what's the last card, Grandmama? The Nine of Swords, exactly. Gave this person a bit of a goddamn complex. I can tell you right now, look at all those eyes. Or is that you? We'll find out. Okay, well, let's get right Snoopy and Scoopy. Let's get right to the heart of the matter here. Why? Okay, hold on. Before we get into the Ace of Swords, I want to get right into you. Or, again, if it's roles reversed, this person. The Queen of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Why couldn't they face? So let's clarify, Grandmama, the Queen of Pentacles first. This energy with the Nine of Pentacles, same person. Oh, why couldn't they face the Empress? The Tower. They couldn't let go of something. Okay, tell me a little bit more. What's the Tower for this person? Like, did something actually happen, or was it actually just that they couldn't let go? Oh, Justice to the Queen of Wands. There's my girl. Well, again, and then her face is down. So again, not being able to face you. Yeah, because look, the Queen of Wands is facing Justice. Justice is holding up the sword, but head down. Also, past facing. So more like this. But Queen of Wands is showing up and is like facing Justice. Or is it because this person just entered your world? It was like the Tower. You weren't expecting it. See, this is why, guys, you have to be careful when you ask for love, because it always comes in when you least expect it. It's usually when you feel like dog balls, or like, I don't know, yeah, you're marching around the grocery store with like a messy top knot, and, you know, like whatever, like, you've just been crying in the parking lot. I don't know. Yeah, it just comes when you least expect it. And I think this person has this like quiet confidence, right? Because this is the Queen of Wands. But look, it's a nighttime scene. It's so soft and gentle. And we have this beautiful straight stemmed sunflower, but it's the moon behind it illuminating. And then we have all these like little moss. See, she doesn't need to peacock. Her tail feathers aren't up like the male peacocks do. It's down, but we know that she's incredible. She's totally gorgeous. Yeah, there's something I think about how this person comes correct. Oh, is that what it is? Because you're showing up as Justice, but there's something not correct, or like there's something about this person's integrity or the way that they move in the world. They're also front and center. They have a lot of attention to some degree. And whatever that is, even if it's just them walking down the street and just people notice them. I don't know. I feel like this person brings out some kind of less than. I feel like you're comparing. Yeah, see, with your scales, see, you got all dressed up, but you're not. See, like this person, like I said, like the two of you have on your gowns, right? Or like your peacock feathers, same kind of thing. But this person is totally confident and self-assured in who they are. And I feel like most of the time, you do feel self-assured and confident, and you're seen that way. But in the presence and company, or juxtapose against this person, you've started to compare. And you feel like you can't face them because, I don't know, I keep hearing less than. And it could be really subtle, but there's something here where you've elevated them a little bit. And you feel like you can't live up to something, or like you can't match it. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, and I think that, like, you were trying to pretend that, like, you felt okay with, like, turning your back. To me, like, it's okay. Like, I don't know, you must have tried to hype yourself up to be like, this person isn't for me, or, like, make it about something else and try to pretend that you're okay being in your Nine of Pentacles, like being alone, or like not being with them. Okay, so let's clarify your Nine of Pentacles real quick. Yeah, the Four of Cups. This is what I mean. It really feels like it's coming from a wound, feeling less than. That somehow, I don't know, there's just something about this really straight stem and you showing up as justice and these scales, and somehow you just can't face them. Interesting. But now you do. Okay, so now let's clarify the Ace of Swords, because you do. You're ready. Okay, so what are you going to tell the Empress? The Wheel of Fortune. See? She's got, it's past facing, but she has her pocket watch, and there's the heart. Yeah, I'm hearing it's about time. See, and she's sad. Okay. Okay, so let's dive into like the feelings and like what you plan to share with this person a little bit, or a lot of it. Okay, these two cards. Oh, the King of Wands to the Magician. Rumpa-pum-pum. Here you come. See? You've now matched the energy. King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. Oh, very good. Very good. See, you're feeling yourself. Look, you got all dressed up. See, now you're all dressed up. And with the Magician here, well, it's very surreal. So to me, this is very dreamlike. And with the goose. Well, going back to the surreal and like creating. Creating comes from dreaming and believing something's possible. So whatever was making you feel less than or not good enough, or whatever that was for you, whatever made you feel like you couldn't face this person and come towards them, it's definitely around confidence. Either way, Stella's got a groove back. Rumpa-pum-pum. Yeah, you are marching to the beat of your own drum and also your passion, your own fire. And well, you're off the mountain and you're like in, like there's like a city in the background. Okay, well that's great. So again, like the distance between you, you're back in the city. You're like, okay. Okay, well this is great. Okay, so let's talk about the Empress. Grandmama. Ooh, see? This person is still smarting. Yeah, they're the strength card. But see? Got a little wounded. So they're licking their wounds. Yeah, because they waited for you. They got excited. And you just you never showed. Okay. So when you come forward with the truth, what does old MP Empress have to say to you? That you hurt them. That really hurt. Like incredibly hurtful. Even if that wasn't your intention or not, or whatever the reasons were, they're gonna let you know. Incredibly hurtful. Okay, well at least you should be so thankful that at least they're communicating how they really feel. Oddly enough, this looks like Jennifer Lawrence, actually. And I believe Jennifer Lawrence is a Leo. So if you look like Jennifer Lawrence or a Leo, I don't know, there's something here. Okay. So, after they tell you how they feel, then what? Oh, okay, good. King of Wands to the King of Wands. But it's Madame. Okay. So I think there just needs to be a lot of communicating. You come forward and you speak the whole truth. How's it going again? The whole truth. Something truth. Nothing but the truth. Why can't I think of all of it? You know what I mean. Do you swear to tell the whole truth? Oh my God. What is the line I'm missing, guys? That is bananagrams. Doesn't matter. Okay, but look, see? The blooming. Look who is blooming. And the fleur-de-lis. Ooh, going back to, again, really straight. I'm telling you, you better walk the straight and narrow with this person. This person, you got to come correct with this person. So I hope for your sake, you are not going to fuck around Charlie Brown, because this person is giving you a second chance. Yeah, this person, they're very attractive in all the ways. And they're humble. Like, they're not someone who, like, I really don't think they know their own inner beauty and light, but they're not obsessed with their looks, but, like, probably goddamn, they're very attractive. Okay, yeah, I really hope for your sake you come correct. Okay. So, 9 of Cups. 10 of Wands. Well, both of you can put down these burdens, because I feel like you're having a discussion, because you show up as the nine of Pentacles, and they're showing up as the 9 of Cups. So, single as a Pringle, both triggering things within each other. It's a real goddamn burden. But, like, look at the burden. It's flowers. So unnecessary. Okay, so the two of you, I think, are going to knock this business off. Or actually, the Queen of Wands has nothing to knock off here. But you put down the burden. Okay, so now that we have this story, I don't need to clarify the rest because I see what the story is here. Okay. Okay, well, see, this is what happens when we communicate with one another and people can just be honest. And that's the thing. I think this Queen of Wands, King of Wands, like, they just want you to know how they feel, to be like, that really fucking hurt. Don't do that again. And if you do, like, you're out. But, like, come correct. Get over here. Okay. Okay, let's go back to this conversation though, because you have to come forward. So, oh yeah, back to the Tower of Justice. Okay, so that's what you're just going to be honest. I think you're going to be honest about either what you were afraid of, or what you were insecure about, or what was triggered in you. That's always the best approach, always with honesty. Yeah, there's something about this building. This building looks like this building. And what I was hearing is again, like, you just weren't expecting this person to enter your life and then just have this really immediate effect. And by no fault of their own, it triggered a self-worth wound. And you never really had that before. And so it was just really destabilizing, because that's what the collapse of the structure is. It's destabilizing. Okay, that's good. And also because justice is also honest. Ooh, see, now you're elevating up. See, you went from all of that to now the king of wands, pum to the emperor, to match that empress. Okay, so all of this was pretty good, because in the end, you figured some stuff out. Okay, so now let's talk about, what do you love about the empress? Like, what captivated you? Like, I'm sure there's a lot of things, but what is it about them to you? These two. Oh my god, they're a king of swords, page of cups. Oh man. So even though they're a king of swords, again, there's a softness, because their sword is actually a needle. So this is someone that would rather, instead of brute force, not that they couldn't, and also not that you can't, really prick someone with a needle. Ugh, like a needle underneath the toenail? Yeah, exactly. It can be horrifying. But this person would rather, again, create beautiful things, whether it be circumstances or, like, again, communicate things that everyone can enjoy. Why is this dimming? Oh, because this is dimming. Sorry. That makes sense. The flames are, that was my phone. Analog, it's the candles. Oh, see, this is what happens when you haven't been old-timey for a bit. I thought it was the phone. Okay, well, it's too dark. Hold on, let me turn on the light. Hold on, the ambiance is going. Yeah, the romance. Oh, we can't let the romance die. Hold on. Ambiance. You get on. Okay, that's bad. I'm here. Okay. Sorry, folks, still here. Okay. But again, going back to the fact that they're a king of swords, but they're also showing up as a page of cups. Again, look how delicate this is. Whimsical, dreamy. I think you love the way that this person mind works. Like, they're no doubt intellectual, very smart. Sorry guys, I feel like my throat's going. It's so dry. The baseboard heaters. Hold on, gotta wet the whistle. Yeah, like, what a great match of, like, intellect, sharp as a tack, but so soft. Again, going back to romance, this is such a romantic card. Not afraid to dream. Fantasize. Yeah, logical yet romantic. What a combination. This person could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. You might also love their hands, because I do. You might love their arms, their forearms, their hands. Like, that's a great hand. You might love their hair. Ooh, this person does have, look at her beautiful golden red locks. Yeah, I digress, but you love a lot of things about them. Yes. Okay, so how does this person make you feel? We see that they kind of destabilize you at times and bring out feeling less than, but overall though, how do they make you feel? Wow, Page of Pentacles. Again, they make you feel soft and a little bit unsure, right? Like her body language, she's doing it, but I don't know. Yeah. But I do think that is one of the things that you love. No one else has this effect on you. We are seeing Debbie Devil, but that to me is just like also attraction. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, 2 cards. Throwing themselves out. 1 second. Oh my god, it was the 2 cards. Okay. So it's the Fool to the 3 of Cups. Yeah, they make you feel like a fool. Like a kid. Like you don't even know what to do with yourself. That is the best part of romance. Yeah, when the person makes you just feel all weird and like, oh, you talk like an idiot, or like, I don't know, like you just, you know those effects. But also that you want to take a chance. See, this is the thing, going back to the timing of things, even though you couldn't face them and you turned away, like, it's been eating you up. Oh my god, 42 minutes. Am I just literally entering all these weird wormholes of time? I swear to god, it feels like I'm talking for 10 minutes. And then I look up and, like, time has just gone. Oh boy. Sorry, guys. 3 of Cups. Well, 3 Cups it's also about that friendship. Yeah, like, you really just want to be friends with this person, too. Like, it's really just, it's all the things. And you always want to be beside them. You know what I mean? Like, they're in the hula hoop. Yeah, you just can't picture yourself anywhere else but, like, right beside them. You want to be where they are. You want to go where they go. And not in, like, a codependent, gross way, but you're just, like, you're willing to move past the discomfort of all the things, all of the wounds stirred up inside of you, like the low self-esteem bits and like being unsure and then realizing that you fumbled a little bit and having to have a real honest conversation and just be real. But that's how much this person has impacted you. And you just cannot picture not being where they are. Yeah, you want to be on their inner circle. That's the inner circle. You want to be in the inner circle. Okay, so hold on. Let's put all these cards back in, just in case I want to hop out again in terms of their description of you. Okay, so, well, we saw that the first time that the Empress was open to you. So we know that she got dressed up. We already know she was attracted and excited. Okay, but let's find out. So what does the Empress love? Or, okay, let's start off, well, no. Okay, well, what are they attracted to? What do they find attractive about you? Oh, the Chariot, see? And the Chariot is always ruled by the Emperor, but here it's more of an Empress vibe. But also that Ace of Swords person, the little seashell hat. Yeah, they see you as big boss energy. They love that. Again, you're a bit slower moving. This is the snail. But you do get around. You do. You get there eventually. I think they also appreciate the fact because it does take courage and guts to come back and to do it authentically, to do it with sincerity, vulnerability, and to keep moving forward. Because also, like, a snail is vulnerable. Oh, man. If you're walking on the sidewalk, try to look out for these little fellows. It's so easy to squish them, especially after a rainstorm, like they are. They're inherently really vulnerable. They're always getting squished or eaten or, like, you know, like, they're just trying to vibe. So they see you as the Emperor, big boss. Also, the Chariot does rule Cancer. One of you could be a Cancer. Or one of you could be like me, a Gemini on the cusp of Cancer. You know? Or maybe one of you is a Cancer, one of you is a Gemini. Okay. Well, they're attracted about that. Oh, yeah. See, back to that Nine of Cups. This is how they see you. Again, I think they also see you as being, like, very well dressed. You have good aesthetic. They appreciate that. They do find that very attractive. And your wish fulfillment for them. Yeah, they, like, I would say that they find most things about you quite attractive, not just physical. Okay, so how do they feel about you? Now that you've come forward, now that you two have had honest conversations, wow, see, now look who's in the tower themselves. It's the Empress. But I feel like this is around big feelings. See, they're open again. And it's quick. See? That little umbrella went closed when you left them out in the cold. And now it's open again. Don't fuck this up. Do not fuck this up. I'm telling you, this is the last chance you get with this Empress. I'm telling you, if you fuck it up, and that is a bit of a pressure, but seriously, don't fuck it up. I hope you meant what you said, or what you're gonna say to this Empress. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling a lot of physicality. After you guys have this discussion, okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. So we're seeing that worry to the Seven of Wands, busting out, then getting dressed up. Okay, so the conversation itself is going to be anxiety producing. What else is new? They always are. It always is worse until you just get, once the conversation gets going, and again, if your intentions are right, and you're just being honest, 99.9% of the time, it's like better than your wildest dreams. And see, yeah, you do have to put a bit of effort in. You have to fight for this. See, love is at the forefront here. See, there is always the chance that you're going to get clubbed over the head, but like, you got to take a risk, and you do. And see, the Knight of Pentacles. We're getting back into that dreamy, fantastical, but look who's wearing a top hat. The top hat is what we saw in The Magician. That's what is holding up this kind of fantastical scene. And see, this person's dress is also made of flowers. Yeah, everything about this shows me that this experience, those wounds and whatever got triggered, you did use that time wisely. You ran with that. You looked at it. The person didn't understand what was happening, but you learned a lot, and then you plucked up the courage to go back. And that takes a lot of courage and strength. It does. If you know you fucked up and someone is like, not going to receive you well, and to still go forth and do your best to just speak about what was happening. It takes courage. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, there was trying to figure out. Sometimes Spirit gives me a bit of a mystery to figure out, and I can't quite always put together. Okay. But what's so great, though, is we see you elevate because of this experience to get into that King of Wands. So you're matching the energy that at first you felt you didn't feel quite equal to. So we see that you at least match it all the way. King of Wands to the Queen of Wands, the Emperor to the Empress. And there's 2 Emperor cards in this deck. There's the one that looks like a baby, like a young guy, and then there's the older Emperor. You show up as the older Emperor. And this Empress is very excited about you. Okay, I just want a quick peek real quick. So like, where are you guys headed to? Like, are you guys gonna, I don't know, what's next on the agenda in this romance? Because I do feel like it's gonna be hella romantic. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. And like, love is at the force, like, you know what I mean? And see, this is one too where you can see all of the inner machinations. So I feel like the biggest part, again, going to that Queen of Wands, the really correct energy, it's about making sure nothing is hidden anymore. There's no secrets. If you're going through a weird feeling or, yeah, something's coming up, you share it. But what's at the forefront? What's running this machine is the heart. And it was just a matter of time. And now it's that time. Oh my God. I feel like we're missing something, and then all of this time just went by so fast. The moon. Well, big feelings. I guess also, like, I'm not supposed to know everything. Fair enough. Leave a little mystery for the 2 of you. I just feel like I'm locked in. Yeah, there's like a longing. Oh yeah, this is what this is. There's a longing. Because I don't know if I think we're in the timeline where you haven't gone in to have an honest conversation about what the fuck happened. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a yearning and a longing. And I do believe, unbeknownst to you, this person, even though they closed their little umbrella, I believe that they're still yearning and longing. Yeah. Because they did. They got dressed up. Even when we get hurt, we're still just kind of like, well, that sucked. I really wanted that person to work out. I really thought they liked me too. Okay, well, get in there. Oh my God, please go tell this person stat what happened so you 2 can have an understanding and get moving towards the smoochy train. Oh, fuck. Like, if you guys can be smooching right now, like, why are we even hesitating? Oh, boy. Okay. Guys, you know what to do. You know how I feel about smoochies. I want you to have it. Okay, Grandma, please lead these people to one another. Let's help everyone out, get to their prospective people. Okay, well, guys, stay blessed, stay golden. Night-night.